Hi, my name is Mickey Maingi, aka Kimi Sane, aka Kimi Stunts.
Niaje naitwa Mugo, and I am a stunt performer. First and foremost, you have to know that the stunt performer is under the stunt coordinator. Stunt coordinator is the individual who maybe brought you into the project, and he or she will be the individual who will guide you throughout whatever is expected of you as a stunt performer.
What does it entail to be a stunt coordinator? Good question. For the most part, these I learned on the job. Opportunities zilikuja mapema, nikazidandia, ikabidi ni learn tukiendaga.
Basically, the stunt coordinator is your guide. As a performer, you're there to physically and commit yourself to that particular action.
So, as a stunt coordinator, kazi yako first of all ni to make sure safety. First of all, that is why they call you on set. Whatever you're doing that is called a stunt is normally something ambaye it takes some level of skill. It could be something as simple as walking on hills,
jumping off a cliff, diving into a pool, slide, being tripped over by a banana peel and falling safely,
to something as complex as fighting on top of a moving car. So the first thing you want to focus on is safety ya wale wase wenye wanafanya that particular stunt. Sometimes it's stuntmen.
It could be you as an actor being trained by the stunt coordinator.
This means safety is number one. Secondly, skill set yako inakuallow kuweza kubuild hizi blocks zenye zita bring the final story. As a stunts coordinator, I am ideally a second unit director. That means I have the capability to block a scene, choreograph how it's going to go down, even in terms of camera angling and such. Because fight scene is a bit more technical in you shoot, other than basic dialogue, because your movement and being able to sell hits. You know, in film, we don't actually hit people. So vile inafilmiwa lazima ujue vile una stack up hizo shots. So unapata inakubump ahead to become a director. Now you learn, you have to start looking at the project holistically. First of all, you'll break down your script. Breaking down your script, you work based on safety. My department is not a department that can work on pleasing people on set. Sitafurahisha director kutaka kufanya kitu dangerous, alafu ni end up kuumiza msee. Stunt work is very dangerous. People get injured on set, people die on set. Be very honest. But then again, unajua inakuja na kujiamini, because kuna saa zingine unapataga it's your first time doing a particular stunt and you really have to sit down and decide, okay, how am I going to go about this? So if you're the kind of person who will risk it and challenge yourself, then you tend to achieve more. So I will break down a script, see what is required of the script, work on how I will achieve the stunts with safety in mind, and then see how easily it can be achieved, right? Production costs money, so it will be it's very smart for a coordinator to see if you can achieve it safely and not too costly. Some things we do, like explosions on set. Explosives are not cheap if you can get them. So this is something that, and also the risk factor inakuwa high. Someone could get really hurt. So ukiangalia kitu kama hii lazima uko na ile ujanja ya kuifanya njaro yenye utafanya once because of cost and because of risk. There's something we call a previs. A previs is ideally if you want a fight scene that has been scripted down, I will work with maybe the production design to come up with how that scene should look. Because most of the time in a fight scene, there are things that might be used as prop. Maybe someone is supposed to roll over a table. Maybe someone is supposed to fall or break a chair. So you fix them in, and then you rehearse the fight scene and you shoot it, even with your phone. Just so that if I show the DOP or the director, this is how the end result should be. So if I shoot it on my phone and it makes sense, imagine how it will look when it's shot properly and edited properly.
So what does it take to be a stunt performer? How do you, as say an actor who has never been on any action set, step into a stunt performer's shoes and deliver? One thing I can say is my acting has really helped in terms of that transition, because getting into the stunt world is very physically engaging. It'll shift your mindset na itakutoa comfort zone yako haraka sana. Utaenda upatane na chizika Mickey set, akwambia haya, hapa nataka urushe mguu hivi. What if you're not familiar with that, utadu?
The stunts department is all about teamwork. Huwezi fanya job peke yako. It's very difficult. For example, kama ni kazi ya rigging yenye ina involve kuvuta mtu na kamba, harnessing, you cannot pull someone alone. So unapataga on set, there's a coordinator, then I have my team, my stuntsmen who might be going on set, or I might have a group of them who still understand how to rig and how to do particular stunts and how to achieve safety measures, but they're not even involved in the scene itself. So I am never on set alone. I have to work with a team. Department yangu inakuwa divided into 3 main parts. Kuna practical stunt work, hii ina involve hand to hand combat, kutumia tu mwili yako. Sasa hapo unapataga martial artists, acrobats, hapo ndo wasa wata thrive. Then there's vehicular stunt work as self-explanatory. Magari, pikipiki, boats, ndege, ina depend na budget yako. And then mechanical stunt work. Now this involves the harness and the rigging. Nowadays technology iko mbele kiwango yenye rigging, sasa si lazima uvute mtu. Unaweza tumia machines, just calibrate their weight, calibrate the angle of tilt and pull and everything. And you also depends on production yako, budget yako ya production, but you can do that. Now, kama unataka kuget into stunt work,
kitu ya kwanza, you have to want it.
Express interest yako, because a lot of us dream of doing a lot of things, but tunafeel ni kama you don't know where to start.
Another thing, your overall physical fitness and your commitment to it. That is a very important aspect. I said before that stunts ni kitu itakutoa comfort zone yako, physically and mentally. Utapatana na machizika Miki on set and he will bombard you with very serious drills and you have to adapt. Another element, find yourself a stunt coordinator that you may know of, a local stunt coordinator or someone you know is in the industry and kind of works in an action-oriented kind of setting. That is where you're more likely to grow. The
same as auditions, the way wakati unaambiwaga send me a small monologue. In the field of stunts, there's something we call a show reel. A show reel is a short video that you can use to showcase your range of skills. So you want to give the best, you want to edit properly also. In today's world, people make film with phones. So try kulearn, because the more una learn, or rather the more unajaribu kufanya hizi vitu, the more una understand vile zinafanywa. By the time you actually get on set, you have quite a bit of skill on how to do something. Because if I can give an example using actors, unapataga msanii ni mtu alianza kuact. Probably most of us tunaanza primary ama high school. By the time anafikati kwa film set alipwe, amekuwa kitrain. Hata even if it's not formal ati alienda shule. Because unapataga there are some things that hakuna shule ati itakufunza. You learn on the job. So show your interest. Make a show reel. Make a point of concentrating on something that you're good at. Usiende sana ati una try the vehicular bit, una try the wire work, una try the stunt work. Try to be good at something so that msea anaozana actually uko skilled in this. As I wind up, I'm going to quote Kobe Bryant. Kobe alisema, a lucky person in the world is someone who finds what he loves. An even luckier person is someone who finds what he loves at a young age. So some of us, you find that you don't consider yourself young anymore. But don't forget the discipline part. Build your tenacity. Whatever we do is not easy. We get injured, we get seriously injured. But if you love something, you realize that you'll focus on the positives, because negatives will be there. It's part of life. Yeah? Do what you love what you do. If you have an opportunity to do something that you love in life, you should be a very happy person. If you find yourself in a situation where you have to love what you do, then teach yourself to love what you do so that you become a happy person. At the end of the day, kenye ina matter ni your inner peace, right? Yeah, man.